Hey guys, Rodney McClure, Ace Window Tinting and Gasket Pro Tools. Well, all we got here is a 1993 Z71. This truck's been sitting for a while. You guys can see all this dirt and debris up here. The same down through here, all around. Now, I'm gonna roll this window all the way up. This glass is beading up like it's got some kind of hydrophobic coating on it, but we know that didn't exist then. If it did, it didn't come on this truck. Most likely that's armor all and stuff that's left over. The felt's all the way over here. It has a fret on the door, but it's a smooth one. It doesn't have the dots, so we're good. This truck has been tinted before, so we're getting some glue residue. On this, be careful not to scratch the fret or knock it loose, because it can give you trouble. These trucks pose an issue if you're two-staging them. When you squeegee the film out, then you grab the film and you lift it up, it will create a vacuum, and as it does, when it's pulling it up, it's sucking dirt and grit all the way out here, so you'll pull a line of grit all the way across through here. We'll avoid that by single staging or bottom loading this. I've rolled the top of the door panel back. This truck is loose. It's been taken apart before, so I didn't have to pull the panel to do it. I'm gonna go down across the edges of this, and again I'm gonna push this back up this way. Then I'll take my blade and I will scrape methodically as if I were squeegeeing the window. Now I'm going to take this scrubby and I'm going to show you guys this thing is clean. I'm going to show you what an old vehicle does. This is why it's imperative that you fold scrubby over. You see I've got one finger hung over it and one pushing on it to clean the top edge of this glass. That's built up debris. Now I'm going to take the other side of this scrubby and I'm going to go down the side rails, the runners, the fret, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna get all that. I'm gonna come across the bottom with it. Careful not to drop your pad down in there. Now, for all this crud that's up on the top of this thing and around this, I'm gonna go ahead and wet it. I'm gonna hit the rubber first. Now, I'm not planning on touching this, but in the event I do, I don't scrap a piece of film. Same thing down through here, same here. Now, I'm gonna throw this over the back of my hand like this, where I can pinch this. Now, I do all this by muscle memory when I do these things, but it's taking me a little longer to do it because I'm shooting you guys a video. And this will be a longer video than most anything that I usually do, but I'm doing this as a tutorial on these older trucks. Now, here's the crazy thing. I'm gonna do something in the middle of this deal of the, I keep hitting the lock button in the middle of the prep that I wouldn't normally do. It helps when you're prepared. There's my torch. I'm going to burn this coating, whatever it is, off Armor All or whatever. I'm going to clean it with some cleaner. Now, if that worked like it should have, there won't be any more beading. If it does, then I'll have to go another route. All the beading's gone. All right, we'll scrub it one more time. We'll be careful to turn this thing around and use the side that we didn't scrub the dirt with. Hit it one more time. I'm looking for. This is a black turbo or black smoothie, as some will call them. I've custom cut this thing with that point so I can get up to that edge, clean that all the way down through there. same as over here. Then we'll drag it along the bottom. By the way, this is the cover-up made by Gasket Pro Tools. We design and make these. They're $35 a set, and for a little bit of a fee, see that dirt, we can put your logo on it if you have your own artwork. We can create artwork, but then again, that's another price. This is the Wave blade. Mine doesn't have a logo on it because I don't have to advertise to me, but I guess I should put a logo on there and advertise to whoever's watching. I'm new to this advertising stuff, so I'll get there one day. The reason I don't take this all the way over here is I don't want to push what debris that I've collected up right up there onto that side of that window. So we've got that down. Now I'm going to take my tank and I'm going to flush all of this down this edge. I'm going to squeegee it one more time. This is a really soft blade. It's unlike the Blue Max, even though it looks similar. It's not even close. You could apply film with this, but I wouldn't recommend it. Now, I'm gonna ease this window on down even a little lower so I can see through the top edge. Those vent shades impair your vision. Let's see, we keep getting dirt off the top of that window. That is dirt that if you wet up there can and probably will be flushed over the top and down on the top of your film. Now I'm gonna let this thing all the way back up. I'm gonna wipe down through here one more time. Now I'm gonna do something that folks cringe on. I'm gonna wipe this whole window dry with this lint-free rag. There again, I'm letting it down far enough so I can see that edge. That makes it more difficult when you're bottom loading because you gotta contain more film down into the hole of the door, because instead of having a 1/4 inch, I've got 2 inches up there. But that's not gonna be an issue. We'll let it up one more time, and some of you may think, well, the big dummy, you're doing that, you're picking up dirt up in there. I am picking up some stuff in there. There's 100% truth to that. This is a tack cloth. You barely push pressure on it on the glass. If you put too much pressure, you'll streak the glass up with just whatever it is that's made on this thing that makes it pick up the lint and the debris. Now this whole glass is wiped and it's done. Now we're ready to install the film. Now, I'm not gonna wet over here and flush debris off that edge. However, I'm gonna load the bottom, stay about an inch off of that, come up with it, go in the center, about an inch off, 2 or 3 inches off of the top. I'm not gonna load all that up. We'll spray this whole piece of tint with my heavy slip. I'm gonna come back on the top half of this tint that I want to tack off first. It's almost like a rinsing agent. It has a little bit of a tacking solution in it. I always say never touch the tint on the glue side, but on these trucks I'm having to go that deep. I'm gonna barely pinch that. My fingers are clean. I'm gonna bring this over and I'm gonna float this film right off in, short side first. Now, I've got a false curve created right over here. And what I like to do, it helps with the debris over here. I slide it down as far as it needs to go. Then you see I got this even gap here. I'll close off any fingers because we don't want any fingers. It'll suck debris up in there if there is any present. I slide it right over. It works like a squeegeeing action pushes it over. Same thing up front here. We'll work this thing down just a little bit. I'll leave my little edge on the top because I'm going to shave this one for you guys. Remember, we put our solution up top to help tack this off. I'm going to back drag it just a little ways to start with. I'm going to tack that off right there and shove this over, so it shoves it out from behind it. Same thing right here. Most times I tint one, I break it up into quarters. I'm going to do this into half. I'm going to do top half and then bottom half. Now I'm pushing this tacking / slip solution off the top edge of this window. Some things that a lot of folks don't understand is when you're shaving, the more you have hanging over the top, the harder it is to shave. It creates a bubble across the top, and it doesn't really help you out at all. It hinders your ability to shave the window. All right, now we're gonna get the sledgehammer, tap it over here on some water, and we're gonna hammer this thing out, hence the sledgehammer. Now, this is a tool I designed, made, and designed the edge and the cut on. And the thing about this is there's tool distributors out there that can sell you anything you want, even this tool, if I let them have it to sell. But I'm not a manufacturer. I build tools. I'm an innovator. I'm a craftsman. I make these. I don't have a big factory. I build the stuff right here in-house. I only build so many a year, and we build these for you guys to make your job easier and your life easier, because the way this is mounted now, I can go right here, take this, which is the quick shave knife, which is another tool that I designed, and I only modify it. So like hot rodding a car, I make this thing high performance. The body of this knife pushes against the glass without scratching it, allowing us to make a perfect shave all the way around this edge without it raising the film up. I hope I've got my camera low enough where you guys can see this. You can see the film is a good 1/4 to 1/2 inch below the outside rail. And we're going to take the sledgehammer, we're going to permanently plant this film down. No trash trail. Remove the cover up, ease this down. Now you guys can see that shaved edge. And that's how you do it, guys.